All right, guys, these are your channeled messages for August 28th, 2025 through September 4th. So the messages are timeless. Whenever you find them, you're meant to find them. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Let's get it. The first card out is follow your heart, trust where you're led, use your intuition to guide you, and do what makes you happy. Don't look at my nails, I'm getting them done tomorrow. The second card out is it's not them. It's not them as the culprit, true lover, or group. Apply this as it resonates with your situation and intuition. This is your answer. And the last card out is this seems oddly familiar. It's given deja vu vibes, recognizing patterns, make a different choice, evolve or repeat, connecting the dots, figure out why this is occurring and what options you have to change. You're not stuck or trapped. It feels like it's like someone from your past is resurfacing for for love. If you've not seen last week's video, it seems like the saga continues here because it feels like very love centered, but this is past position for follow your heart. But it feels like there's a person that uh, is making a reappearance after taking time to essentially, I don't know, get their shit together or to work on themselves or get to know you, observe you, watch you, learn you. What is this? Learn you. It's like observing to try to figure out how to come at you, how to like reintroduce. I don't know what this is. Like try to reintroduce themselves to you, but they don't want to they don't want to like send you running for the hills because it's almost as though your energy already says like, I don't F with you. I'm good. The doors are closed. No thanks. I'm good. No, no, nah. Nah, nah. I'm all right. Nah. Right. So it did not only that, but it feels like you done had to take the sword out with them multiple times before. Like they know that at any point in time, like you love and light, but you ready to fight. Like my hoodies say, right? You love and light, but you ready to fight. And it seems like they've seen you in your darkness. And they know that you're not afraid to go there. You're not afraid to go there. Like you hit that crazy button quick. You you got a sword and you know how to use it. You're not afraid to use it either. You'd hate to have to, but you will. And it seems like they effed around and found out at some point in time while you also were still healing. And like they're not they're not trying to piss you off. They're not trying to piss you off. They're not trying to run you off. I keep getting led back to run you off. She's a runner. She's a track star. It's like they know that it doesn't take much to send you running the opposite direction. It doesn't take much for you to be like, I'm out. I'm good. It's like, because you like I said in the last week's video, like you're good without somebody. You've cultivated your own sense of peace and happiness and well-being, and you're figuring out like who you are, and you're figuring out what makes you happy, and you're doing all the things that bring you joy, and you're figuring out your life. You're like sprouting above the ground, and beginning to blossom. It's like the ever unfolding rose process that you're going through. Like you're just it's like Queen of Pentacles energy. You're like sitting on, excuse me, you're like sitting on your throne. You got everything that you need. You're content. You're happy. You're blessed. You got the abundant energy. You're taken care of by God's source universe. Whatever it is that you need is provided for, and so you're like you're good. You're complete. You're whole. and they know because they've been watching you. What is this? Can I get more on this? Can I go further? It's it's very much this energy of like they've been like observing you, trying to learn about you, trying to learn like your likes, your dislikes, what you're passionate about, what you don't have a care for, like so they like, I'm trying to figure out. I'm like this some is this some funny shit, or are they actually trying to? It just it really does. Like it does. It feels like they just don't want to piss you. It seems like you kind of rammed the sword up their ass like once. Like you sliced and diced them a few times. And but hey, kudos to them for trying to get back in the ring with you. That's the I can at least say that this it persistent. But kudos for the most people, most it feels like masculine energy. So I just say that yeah, we have both masculine and feminine energy in each of our physical vessels. Like you're not avoidant of either. Put that disclaimer out here as I always do. But this it feels like masculine energy. Most masculine energies when they get hurt, like like dog, like they kind of like run, they tuck the tail between the legs, and then they go and like lick the wounds, and then they're like, that's enough of that. You know what I mean? But this seems like a very, I hate to use this example, but like I work with dogs a lot, so like I'm just trying to give the example. But this feels like a very loyal dog that like, yeah, you like pissed it off, but it's like still trying to come back to you, like, so we gonna play fetch later, or what's up, or you still mad, kind of situation, you know. They just don't want to piss you off. They don't want to get on your bad side anymore. I don't know. They just feel like cautious. It's like cautious energy. They feel cautious with you because, like I said, tired. It just really feels like you had to, on multiple occasions in the past, had to pull the sword on them, and you guys have, he he been in the Coliseum with you a few times, unguarded. I don't know, they trying to come correct. They're trying to come correct, but you're putting off a pungent energy of, I don't want to be bothered. I don't f with you kind of thing. But they want to be in the running for your hand. Mhm. They want to be in the running for your hand, but you got this. It's like you're their end all be all, but they're not your end all be all. Did I say that right? You're their end all be all, but they're not your end all be all, right? Like you have others, but there will never be another you to them. Like, I'm not trying to make it sound like you a hoe, like, but I'm just saying, like the level of unconditional, direct from source love and energy that you have, they will not find in another. But like you have multiple energies coming towards you over the course of the next year, because you're still growing and evolving, and there's like a multitude of energies that you're meeting along the way, right? For like every version of you. But it feels like this one energy is like still trying to play catch up, but you're still steadily growing. I'm trying to dissect this as easy as possible, but it just feels as though there's this energy we've been talking about for that's dominating this damn reading is, it's like they got held back a couple of years in high school because they were effing around, and um what is this song? I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't wanna be a player no more. I don't wanna be. It's this. It's this song. So maybe they were like, I don't know, like a like in player phase or something, or something, when y'all first met. I don't know what this is. It just feels like they were effing around, and they like weren't taking the relationship or your connection seriously because they had like other options, not realizing that you were the only option, like the top, the creme de la creme option. There will be no more that will ever top this for them option. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like again, like I said, in the past, feels like they kind of they treated you like an option. Um, but now, I don't know, feel like they kind of like they just kind of hit them like a ton of bricks. They're like, oh shit, they were it. That's it. They the one. They're the ones, you know. And but it's not them for you. They're not your end all be all. It just that okay. They're bringing me back over here because it feels like we are not done here. It's gonna be a long ass reading. I have to break this up into two parts. This is just gonna be a long ass reading. It feels th- like you kind of like wrote this shit off. Feels like you were like, all right, I see this is going nowhere fast, and you shut the door on that. You cut the cords on it, and then just moved on with your life. And then not only that, but it kind of feels like they there was some at oddsness with this energy. Y'all clashed quite frequently because again, maybe because they were like playing you or something, or they weren't taking you seriously, or they thought you was a fool. They thought shit was sweet with you or something. I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is, but it has them now feeling like you hate them. You know what I mean? And so like for this seems like this energy been watching you for some years, like trying to figure out how do I fix this? How do I come towards you once more? How do I don't know, reintegrate into your life or something of this nature? But they just see you like shining and glistening and like going on about your life, and it feels like you private and they don't know what you got going as far as romance, but they can feel it. They can feel that you got incoming energy, that there's other masculine energies around you, like energetically they can feel it, and it's like irking irking them, really trying. That they're trying to put it in sport, motorsport, put that shit in sport, and they trying to like shift that into sport mode to try to like it just feels like trying to figure out some kind of way to get to naturally come back into communication with you.